practice garden, our rental garden. My wife is gonna. I'm gonna go turn it on for you. Oh, you stay Yeah. And so we're going to water our garden. Come over here and water. So it's only been like 8 days. It's a little early. Is it on? Okay. It's a little early. Let me go around. But we did get a few sprouts. Something kind of sprouted up a little bit. And we're just gonna lightly wet it just a little bit. I'll show you. This is 8 days. We got one right there. Right there. Then we got another one right there. And then we have another one right here. Right there. So we're starting to, it's only 7-8 days. 7 or 8 days right there. So we're gonna go ahead and water it a little bit more. See, kind of get, need some moisture. Moisture and sunlight really important early on in the process. Give it a chance to germinate. Gotta get some good tomatoes right there. My goodness, it's gonna be some awesome, awesome tomatoes. I just want to let you guys see. Where we got? I love it. I'm new to it. I'm not afraid to admit that, but I'm going to definitely embrace being able to grow my own food. And I'm going to embrace it wholeheartedly. Being able to grow my own food. I'm so looking forward to eating things that I have grown. And I didn't have to go to the grocery store to get it. I just fell right to the earth. That's another thing I'm going to do with some of these raised beds. Another thing I'm definitely going to have to do. This is beautiful. I just want you guys to take a look. It's starting to come in. I want you guys to see the process. Just want you guys to see the process. So what I want to do in this one, just talk to you guys a little bit about assimilation while the wife and I work in our little practice garden here. And I think there's a lot of frustration on the part of, I guess, men and women. And I think for guys, our biggest frustration when it comes to our wives is that there's usually a lack of assimilation and submission. And I'll talk about the women's side here in a minute. But as far as the men are concerned, there's usually a lot of frustration when it comes to assimilation and submission. And what I mean is that I am not one who wants to go back and forth and argue with you all day long about stuff. One of us has to lead the family. One of us have to take responsibility and accountability for the family. So one of us have to make the final decision. Now, biblically, that's the husband, right? So there's no point for us to constantly argue and bicker all the time and going back and forth with you all the time. Who's going to have to make the ultimate decision? Okay, that's going to be the husband. So that's why it's so frustrating when we don't have the assimilation and the submission. Now, the assimilation, for instance, I have a goal. For instance, I'll give you an example. I want to go build a community, live off grid, live with the brethren, right? That's what I want. I want to live with the brethren, build a community, leave something for my family, help out the brethren, and be able to live in a community where we can share all the same beliefs and worship our God the way the Bible describes. So that's what I want to do, right? And I like to show and share my vision, right? So I make videos like this, so anyone watching, they can see, hey, this is what this guy is working on. This is what he and his wife, that's what they're building. Have a ministry, fountainofisrael.com, and the YouTube channel is the same thing, Fountain of Israel, right? So my life is on display for the most part. Okay, my life is on display. If a woman was watching me, then she knows what she's getting. She knows, at least for the most part. Okay, she's gonna know way more about me than I know about her at that time, right? So my point is, I'm putting it out there. Okay, I'm putting most of it out there so they can decide, hey, is that something that I want to do? Do I want to be a part of that community? Do I want to be a part of that family? And they have an opportunity to assimilate, buy into the vision, right? So if there's something about me or something about the vision you don't like, you won't assimilate, you won't have to submit, okay? So the assimilation is buying into that. So